Welcome to the Pam and Peggy Show. I'm Pam Wagner. I'm covering for Peggy today as she's away on business, but I'm very pleased to be here today to share with you some very exciting information about Medicine Hat College and about Medalta Market. So I'm going to start with our first guest, and this is Alex Willkie. Alex, you are, I understand, the president of the Student Association at Medicine Hat College, is that right?
Yes, it's a mouthful, but it's right.
It's right, okay. And you're also a student?
Yeah, I take 5 courses as well.
5 courses. What are you taking at college?
Through Athabasca and the college, their collaboration, I'm taking a Bachelor of Professional Arts in Criminal Justice.
Okay, that's great. So when we were talking just a few minutes ago, you told me this is your 2nd year with the Student Association, and you had to run for the office.
Yeah, it's kind of like an election process, you could say. So it involves, signing up, campaigning, abiding by the rules, which is a big thing. But then being successful and getting the student voice and getting them to vote for you.
Right.
So that was an exciting process for me.
Yeah. So last year you were vice president?
Yes.
And now you're the president. So you've got a really good understanding of how the Student Association works, I'm thinking. So I'm going to ask you, tell me a little bit about how does it work?
Well, in general, I like to view it as a tool of empowerment for the students.
Okay.
There is the support side as well. So on the support side, we have, whether it be volunteer opportunities, we also have a peer support center, which not a lot of campuses actually do, that also has a food bank within it. The peer supporters are actually students that we have. So if you have a stressful day or you just want to talk to somebody, another student preferably, we have that option there. And we also have a social worker that heads it up. So we have a wide variety of services with that. We also offer like academic and non-academic services, and my colleague will get into that a little bit more.
So I understand you have a chance to really bring the student voice forward to the governance of the college, to the board of directors. Is that?
Yeah. I as president, I sit on the board of governors, which governs the college, and it's actually a really unique experience, which I'd encourage any student to try and take part in, because it's having those kind of minds in the room and debating certain topics is you'd sit there and you can act like a sponge and soak it up.
Yeah, learn a lot. Great experience. Yeah. So some changes in the college this year. I understand there's a new college president, and the new facility opening, or just has opened, for Viscom.
Yeah.
And what other kinds of things are going on?
Well, a lot of the changes you can't see. Okay. What the colleges, what Denise is bringing on, the new president, is an appreciative inquiry approach, and it's really changing the mindset of the administrators, the faculty, but also the students who represent the student body, because it's letting us look at a more positive way of viewing things, and a more wholesome, where we can really capitalize on what we're doing good and how we can do better. Yeah.
So what is good about Medicine Hat College? If you were to, you moved here from somewhere else?
Yes, Manitoba.
Yeah. So why would a student want to come?
Well, a lot of what I've been talking to other students, and it's my belief as well, that we have small class sizes, which makes a huge difference. Our surrounding communities for the region that we serve, a lot of them are smaller, like really small communities, and if they went into a big university, let's say University of Calgary, University of Alberta, they would pretty much have 10 times their town population in the school, and that can be a little intimidating. Small class sizes makes a huge difference, and it also helps you connect with your instructors, and through that, better your grades as well, because you have more time to get mentored. So. Okay.
And there must be some academic decisions that are made all the time. Does your role, does your office have something to do with that, some input?
Yeah, the committee that we're most involved within that is General Academic Council, and that has 7 student reps, 7 administrative reps, including the registrar, senior administration, as well as 7 faculty reps. So from there, we can all kind of, it's not really a brainstorming session, but it's more of when academic issues come up, all the stakeholders are addressed within that meeting with equal representation, and it's a really wholesome and nice topic, or a nice avenue, I should say, to discuss them and debate them and pass them through, which they would recommend to the Board of Governors. So.
Right. And with many of the what used to be colleges in the provinces have now become universities, and now does that have an impact on Medicine Hat College, do you think?
Yes and no. I've heard a lot of students asking, why aren't we a university? You know, if Lethbridge has one, why can't we? But I think Medicine Hat College doesn't need to be a university to have appeal, because university is only that in name, and what university status gives you is degree granting. Currently, Medicine Hat College is, I would say, one of the best colleges in the province for working with other institutions for degree granting, and we have a huge, heavy emphasis on trades as well.
Okay.
So between the two, it's...
Yeah. So I didn't realize that the Student Association had, you know, such an impact on really the decision making and the running of the college, and that's great. So all the decisions aren't made somewhere else by other people.
It's not a dark room that everyone makes it.
No, that's great. And what a wonderful opportunity for students to learn about governance and to be involved really as active members of the college governance and the community in general. Medicine Hat College is a fabulous resource in our community. Not only the full-time, part-time students, but also the community education, the part that I love, so you could sign up and take a course in something. And also keeping your kids at home for that extra year or two instead of shipping them off to university. I was very grateful for that when my kids were at that stage of life. And then you're right, they were able to finish their degrees elsewhere. So, but it does save a little bit of heartbreak for Mama who's waiting for the empty nest. So, well, thank you so much, Alex, for coming in and talking to us today. And after the break, we're going to be talking more with one of your colleagues, with the vice president. And so stay tuned, and we'll be back.